want is nou 3 minute. Recording. Okay. So you're going to have your PoE file, your logbook file, and then you're going to have your NQF4 file, which consists of 2 files, and it's 2 files this thick. Okay. I'm going to start with your NQF file, the introduction section. And you're going to think I'm jumping around, but as per the last training session, we said we follow a holistic approach. A lot of the information on the PoE is in the logbook file and it overlaps. And you're going to see in the NQF4 file, the information overlaps as well. So you're going to have PoE file, NQF, and we're going to start with the introduction of the NQF4 file. I made some highlights on that introduction. I will email everything to you after this training session. I've got some examples for you of a marketing plan, of a business plan, the SWOT analysis, which I will discuss with you all. Okay, so we have 2 minutes. Just quickly tell me, how was your week? Your past week, Mariska? Nice, not good, productive, frustrated? Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Busy.
Okay, busy. Yeah, well, it's that time of the year. It's busy. Okay, David, you also found that it's busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, what did I want to say? Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna switch off my camera now. Okay, and then I'm going to start with my screen sharing, okay, because I'm going to officially start, let's say, share my entire screen, because I want us to be on the same page. My camera is off, and I want to move to my big screen because I want to see what we on about. Okay, now we're going to start with the PoE. I already opened up all the files. Okay. In your PoE, Estelle, thank you for this. You compiled the PoE product knowledge and your business plan and your marketing plan. Now, the product knowledge is, and you're going to have to do this. This is homework for you, okay? You can choose any project, okay? So if I was you, I will do like some sort of a marketing plan for your sellers, that you present yourself. Why choose me to market your property, okay? And you will see why I say so, because you're going to use that in your marketing plan as well. Okay, so it's going to be a service that Estate Zone Group provide, the estate agency provide, okay, to your clients. And this product knowledge is to see if you have sufficient knowledge, okay, of, first of all, your area, of the property that you focus on, you know, what you're going to tell the seller, okay. The presentation should include what Estate Zone Group can offer the seller. After sales service that is provided, that you can, you know, we follow up the contracts, we keep all stakeholders involved. You can arrange bond with, you know, I think I did put on the WhatsApp group what you can say to prospective buyers and what you can say to prospective sellers. A comparison of performance, okay, with your competitors. How much market share do you have, okay? Distinctive ways in which the interest of the clients are serviced and promoted, okay? Your buyers, you do this. Your sellers, you do this. And then some success stories and testimonials of satisfied clients. Marushka, there you can put in that Ursula lady said you're such a wonderful agent. So you already have a success story that you can share, okay? This is quite forward. The layout of the presentation should include, now this is going to be on PowerPoint, okay? A title slide. You must get the Estate Zone Group logos from Estelle that you can use that in your title slide. Must have an introduction, a conclusion, contact details of the estate agency enterprise, photographs of the properties that you successfully marketed for sale by the enterprise. So this is basically a marketing plan that you're going to have a presentation on, and the logo and the slogan of the enterprise. At the conclusion of the presentation, now this is where it gets fun. Okay, I assume you all have access to Zoom. It's for free. Google Meet is also for free, as long as you don't go over, I think, 30 minutes. Zoom, it's 40 minutes. So what you're going to do is you're going to first of all compile a PowerPoint presentation. Okay, then you're going to email me your PowerPoint presentation, and I can tell you adjust a little bit here, add this, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to exercise a presentation on Zoom, 10 minutes. You're actually going to record yourself and do this PowerPoint presentation on Zoom, and you're going to present it to us. We're going to record you and put it on YouTube. The YouTube link you can make public or private. Okay, so if you don't have the link, you won't be able to access it. But we do this for the Estate Agency Affairs Board. Okay, that we're gonna put the YouTube link there to say, there is your presentation. Here is your PowerPoint file. Okay, so I would like us all to sit in everybody's presentations. We're going to make it part of the training, okay? And I want the part of the team to participate in this, because we all going to learn something from this, okay? And then you're going to have, at the end of your presentation, you're going to have questions and answers, okay? So you can get involved and ask something, and then I think each presentation is going to be like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and you have to time yourself. So I had to do for University of Essex a presentation that was like an hour long, okay? But I've done my recording 3 or 4 times until I was satisfied and I felt I was prepared for the live presentation. I think you will also need to do that, at least 3 recordings before the time. And then it's going to be a live presentation, which you're going to record, and we're going to have like 5 minutes afterwards for questions and answers. Okay, then you're going to sign the form over there, and we're going to say the date completed, and I will sign it off if I feel you're competent with this presentation. And we're going to copy paste the link of the presentation. You're going to put your presentation somewhere on this form, or at the PowerPoint. You're going to include it in your PowerPoint. Here's the live presentation. Here's your PowerPoint presentation. And that you're going to put the signed stuff in your PoE file. Okay. Is there any questions you guys have? You can put your microphones on and ask me questions on this. I want to show you a quick presentation. This is now not in PowerPoint, okay, but this is an example, okay. It was a new development that I've done, okay. I put in this. I can email to you. I don't know if you guys want me to email you. Someone just say yes, because I can't see you. I only can see my screen. So are we all on the same page? Okay, perfect. Okay, then I can email this to you. Use it as an example. Don't go and copy paste it, please, because we must all be creative and do our own thing. Okay, so there's my aim. There's my target market, my pricing, my location, payment conditions and contractual issues, a bond originator. This was for estate zone that I did that. Yeah, so then a bit more of estate zone products and services that you offer. So this is very helpful. This will be helpful for you. Use it as an example. Please don't copy paste. Okay, make it because if we're all going to have the same presentations, the EAAB is going to see that, and then they're going to penalize us and say, no, I spoon feed you. Okay, so remember I told you SWOT. What is a SWOT analysis? Now, I just want to go to the SWOT analysis. Now, sorry, you can see my screen and I'm giving all of us headaches. SWOT analysis, okay? The EAAB loves a SWOT analysis. Okay, SWOT stands for what is your strengths, what is your weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So within this presentation, you're going to tell your seller, what are our strengths? I'm going to give you 100% of my time and my attention. What is the weaknesses that is associated with us? What are the opportunities and what are the threats? So I'm going to close this screen. I will email you the SWOT analysis as well. Why do you do a SWOT analysis? How to do a SWOT analysis? It's a one-pager. I will email it to you after the training. Now, there we go. What are the risks associated using estate zone? So you can say estate zone group. Then you can say there's no identifiable risks, particularly associated with the company. But risks is the property is not priced correctly. Oversupply of properties in this particular price range, macroeconomic factors, the current market conditions, political factors influencing the project directly or indirectly, So the analysis of the estate agent industry. And this is like a 9-pager. So this more or less, this presentation should take you 10 minutes to present and then 5 minutes for questions and answers. Okay, so I will email you an example, and I did this in Word, but you're going to do it in PowerPoint. It's better than you can do a slideshow and everything. So I'm going to close this screen. So this is project 1, the product knowledge. But before you do project 1, and this is so important, okay, you're going to do project 2 and 3, okay? And I don't want to confuse you now, but you can draft project 1, the PowerPoint presentation. But if you look at project 2, okay, develop a business plan, okay? Some of the aspects that you're going to have in your business plan is going to be in your presentation. So you can use some of that. If you look at your business plan, the background of the business idea, your aims, predicted profitability and growth potential, your goals, the vision and mission, your marketing plan is always part of your business plan, an operations plan, an organization and management plan, and a financial plan. Okay. Now, before you're going to get a heart attack, I'll show you. I've got a draft business plan for you. So again, I did new developments, so I chose to do my business plan on new developments. You can do a business plan for a client on you selling a property, or you can do a business plan on that specific property. You want to your business plan can be you want to set a footprint in your area. How are you going to go about to get more clients in your areas, more sellers, more buyers. That can be a business plan on its own, okay? So then the different environmental environments affecting the real estate sector. That is now your socioeconomic factors, political environment. That's what I showed you in the presentation. The technological environment is the Internet of Things. I mean, you can advertise on the internet. Legislation affecting the real estate environment. Remember this, because we're going to get this now in the NQF4 file again, okay? So that's why I say, first start with project 2. Develop a business plan, okay? Then you're going to do a marketing plan, which is project 3, and I'm going to get there now, okay? There's your marketing strategy. Then you're going to sign it, and I will sign it. But this, you don't have to present your business plan. Your business plan is going to be straightforward on a Word document. Now, I want to show you a business plan template. Hold on, I want to go in there. There's a business plan template, okay? I got it off the internet. I can email this to you as well. Sorry about that. Okay, you're going to put your company name here, your logo, contact information. There you go. Executive summary, opportunity, expectations, okay? Problem and solutions. What is the problem in your area? What do you need to do to solve it? How are you going to expose yourself and get at least 10% market share in your areas? Do you focus on an area or not? I found that if you don't focus on a specific area, you're all over the show and it's a waste of time. Focus on an area. Who's your target market? Define your competition. Execution. What are you going to do and how are you going to do it? There's your marketing plan, okay? Company overview. Who's your team? Your financial plan. Let's say you say, I'm going to do pamphlets. I'm going to do free valuations. What is the cost going to be of that? You know, you have to do like a financial forecast, financing, statements, financial statements. Like you can do that in Excel, okay? You're going to do a profit and loss statement, a balance sheet, and a cash flow statement of your expenses for this particular business plan, okay? I can show you this. I don't have an example for, but go and Google a profit and loss statement, a balance sheet, and a cash flow statement. Then what else is there? Yeah. Oh, here they actually tell you what you need to do, your executive summary. So this is such a handy document. What problem do you solve for your customers? Your solution summary, your market, your competition. So they have a brief description. You can look at their financials and try to come up with your own financials, but here's examples. It's a template for you all to use, okay? And it's your target market, okay? Your competition, your advantages that you have. There we go. There's your marketing plan, okay? So you can use this document for yourself. I will email it to you after the training. Now, I just want to see where we are now. Okay. Yeah, if we go here, it's I want to show you more of a business plan. I've got more details of a business plan. Okay, here we go. I want to share this with you. Sorry. Business plan in Word. There you've got all your headings. I will email this to you as well. You've got your executive summary, your products and services, market analysis, marketing and sales, organization and management, financial projections, and then appendixes, like if you have any graphs to show or any additional information or examples of how you advertise, doing an advertisement on Property 24, a video where you go through a property, etc., you will put them over there. I will email this to you as well. And then I have a real business plan for you. This was one of a development, a new development that I did, where you also set the aim, the target market, the pricing, general. This was still when I was with RealNet. So please don't use this. Just use this as an example, project objective. Um, Again, I did the analysis of the estate agent industry of the Pretoria East area, risks associated. Operation plan for this project is your marketing plan, okay? Product information, marketing control, the team, the project launch, bond originator, shows, brochures, marketing information folders. You can say, like, if you do one individual property, you can say, for each buyer, I prepare a marketing information folder with the area. I provide a price list. I provide the transfer fees, a qualification detail. I provide a graph with the whole transfer process, their time schedule. If you take them to a sectional title, you will have the body corporate rules there, etc., etc. So you can add all that marketing information. You say you provide individual brochures for your clients. So, and you can do this in your presentation in project one as well. Advertisements, how are you going to advertise this property? And now this is for a new development, but this is like a whole presentation for your seller. How am I going to advertise your property? What platforms am I going to use? Are you going to do a for sale board? Are you going to do shows, internet? Are you going to do SMSs? You work on referrals. You can email all your potential buyers. Listen, I've got a new property in. We have maybe an open house. Open houses don't necessarily have to be on Saturdays or Sundays. You can do an open house during week time when you have a new property. Let's say you arrange with a seller. Let's do it on a Wednesday or a Thursday from 6 o'clock until 7 o'clock, then you send out those SMSs and you have a lot of buyers through that house. If it's a new place and you think the price is good, you send an email to all your buyers to come have a look at this house. Okay, so that's a very good idea to get a lot of feet through the property, and you're only there once, so you see buyers every like 10 or 15 minutes. You take them through the house and you schedule specific time slots with them. Okay, that time we didn't have we only had CDs, so here you can say you can email because the internet wasn't that fast that time when I did this marketing strategy, but you can email all the details. You don't have to do a disc with the client. You get the emails and you send all of them valuable information, appointment conditions, and then the conclusion. What is your our slogan is, we have the keys to your dream home. So you can put that in there as well. So this I will email to you. Okay, I'm going to close this screen. Okay, and I'm going to close this screen. I want us to move on now to, okay, this was a business plan. Okay, now project 3 of your PoE file, okay, is a business plan for a specific property. Now, for me, it's more a marketing plan, okay. I get all these WhatsApps. I just want to put my phone somewhere. Sorry. Okay. Project 3 for me is more like a marketing plan. But you can see a business plan, marketing plan is in the business plan. So this will be your project 3. Then if I review your marketing plan, I will tick all the criteria here. Okay. Is the advertisement accompanied by a clear and relevant photograph that enhance the advertisement? And I'm going to say yes or no. Does the advertisement include the theme, design, price, and location of the specific property? So I will use maybe one of my current properties that I have, and you can, then you can use that advertisement and zoom it up a bit and use it as your business plan for a specific property. So I basically asked you now, project 1, project 2, and project 3. You're going to do together. Start with your business plan and then start with project 2, which is your business plan. Do project 3, which is your marketing plan, and then go back to project 1 and do a presentation in PowerPoint. Okay. And this is not work that you can do in a week. I'm going to ask you in January. Okay. On the 16th of January, everything must be finished. Okay. And I'm making a note. I hope you take notes as we go along. But PoE file project 1, project 2, and project 3, everything must be finished by the 16th of January. We don't close for the December holidays over here, so you do have time over the December holidays to work on this. I'm sending you examples as we go along. I just want to check. I've got another project plan for you. This was you can use this, really, you can use this. This was another project plan that I did specifically for marketing. Okay. So this has got now different headings. Okay. What the marketing plan, if it's an open market, if it's a sole and exclusive mandate, what will you offer? You don't have to copy paste this, but use the ideas. Okay. Risks and this was a draft that I did, so I still had to do an end there, but I will email all this documentation to you when we're done, so we're all on the same page. Your PoE file is project 1, project 2, and project 3. Start with project 2, your business plan. Then project 3, do your individual business plan. I say it's a marketing plan for a specific property. Okay. And then your presentation must be your project 3, that specific property that you're going to do a marketing plan on, because you're going to save yourself a lot of time and effort if the information overlaps. Then project 1, you've got all the information. Just put the headings in a PowerPoint slide. Record yourself, email me the PowerPoint presentation, and yeah, there we go. There's your presentation. Exercise 3 times on Zoom, and then you're going to present it to all of us. Okay. Is there any questions? Put on your microphones and ask me questions if you have any questions that I must answer at this stage. Okay, no questions. Okay, you can still hear me. Someone just say yes. Hello?
Yes,
Okay.
we can see you.
Okay.
Ja, reg so.
Okay. Make a mental note, 16th of January, project 1, project 2, project 3. I'm going to move on now. Okay. I'm going to close the business templates. I'm finished with the PoE now. Okay. Now, before we start, I want to go in. This is your your NQF4 file. Okay. Each of you must have a file like this. It consists or in an electronic format. I suggest you print this out as we go along. Okay. There are 24 chapters. Okay. We're going to do 2 chapters a month. Okay. Which is you're going to print it out and you're going to tag it because it's an open book exam. And I told you previously, an open book exam is horrific if you don't know the content of the two files. It's two files. You have to tag it, okay, and know where each section are. Now, I made some highlights. You see, I tagged, that's the introduction. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I will email you this highlights that I made that you can highlight your section as well as I highlighted it. Okay. The qualification is made up of unit standards. Okay, I've got a slideshow, but I just want to go through the introduction with you. Okay, this week we're not going to have any homework, but I want you to print the introduction. Okay, and then next year we're going to start with the homework. Okay, but you have your fundamentals, it's 56 credits. Your core is 73 credits and your electives is 21 credits, which generates 150 credits. Okay, so you need to get 150 credits to obtain your NQF4. Your NQF4 is the examination that you're going to write at the EAAB. They write it now up there in Sunnyside. There's a hotel, it was actually quite safe. I had my husband dropping me off there. It's better than the Pretoria Showgrounds. My husband dropped me off and he just came to fetch me again, and it was quite safe in the hotel. There's like a restaurant where you can sit and whatever. So the location was quite convenient. And it's not in the middle of Sunnyside. It's like more towards Muckleneuk area. Now, before we even going to start with the NQF4, okay, I marked in red the criteria. What is the EAAB looking for that you must know, okay? And you will see they level outcome 1, the factors that influence the development of the code of ethics, okay? The code of ethics. So you must make a mental note. They're looking for code of ethics, okay? And then the code of conduct. So there is a very, very important document that you had to, ethics and code of conduct, okay? Again, the real estate code of conduct, okay? So you're going to have to know your real estate code of conduct like from the back of your head, and you're going to print it out. You're going to highlight all the important stuff and tag it in your file. Okay, we'll still get there. Level or your level outcome 2 is various environmental impacts that can that has an impact on the real estate functions. Okay, here's the various laws, rules, regulations, and code of conduct that affect the real estate industry. The anti-money laundering legislation, this is so important. If this was not important, they wouldn't have put that there. So basically, they tell you, we're going to ask you questions on the following, okay? So we're going to narrow everything down. So you're going to have various environments that impact the real estate function, the various laws, rules, and regulations, and the code of conduct. Again, the code of conduct, it's so important. And anti-money laundering, okay? Your FICA and your phase, okay? There's an act that you have to know backwards, okay? Then they're going to look at your level outcome 3. That's your self-development. It's self-explanatory. Your goals, how you're going to reach your goals. Financial planning. You guys going to do financial planning now in your business plan, okay? Your business principles that are applied to the real estate function. And the property marketed. Okay, someone has a question? I can hear you. Yes?
Yeah, sorry, I can't rejoin.
Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Okay, the property is marketed, sold, leased. So you're going to have to know your sales and your lease agreements. Okay, we're even going to do share block schemes because they ask questions about that. Okay, but we're going to get there. I highlighted all the important stuff. This is not important. Okay, over here. The qualification is divided into 4 units. Unit 1, and this is now those 2 big files of your NQF4, health and safety, security, and general law. Okay, then you have your law relating to residential property sales. Okay, Unit 3 is practices relating to residential property sales. Unit 4 is property appraisal and basic building construction. There you're going to learn the floor ratio, FAR, the zoning, everything that affects your building construction, your basic building construction. And we're going to get there. If I'm talking Greek, don't stress, we're going to get there. Okay. This is all in this introduction file of your NQF4. Okay. Now, the unit standards, they're going to ask you, who's the role players in the real estate? It's your bond originator, your conveyancer, your buyer, your seller, whoever. So we're going to go through that. And you will see I highlighted all the unit standard titles because apply business principles to the real estate function. You're going to do that now in your business plan and in your marketing plan, okay? Demonstrate an understanding of the real estate industry. Okay, you're going to do that again in your business plan, your presentation, and your marketing plans. But we're going to tag this in your file. Okay, we're going to start January after you've done project 1, project 2, and project 3. We're going to work through these files. I told you my training is not how to sell a house. I'm going to help you to get your NQF4 qualification. Okay, so I'm going to work through these files one by one. Okay, you're going to demonstrate knowledge about the legislation. Okay, the money laundering, self-development, marketing, sell, and leasing of a property. Okay, demonstrate knowledge the real estate code and conduct and ethics, very important. Accommodate audiences and context needs, oral and signed communication. We're going to do that now. You're going to do a presentation. It's written communication, it's oral communication. So yeah, there you already going to do homework on. Interpret a variety of literary text. Okay, this is now in the South African context because not everything means the same for everybody. Okay, we'll still get there. That is very important because they focus on that a lot. Okay, interpret and use information from text, presentations. Okay, statistics, that is that. Well, okay, that is not the statistics that I'm doing at the moment, but that's statistics, probability, that is your financials that you're going to do forecasting in, and you're going to effectively communicate findings. Okay, what you're going to do budget planning, so that is the statistics they refer to. Okay, I will be able to help you with that if you've got any questions there. I'm doing master's level statistics at the moment. Sure, I can help you with the NQF4 statistics. Okay, engage again in communication. And we're going to evaluate you. I'm going to evaluate you on your Zoom presentations. You can choose your medium. Zoom, I've got Zoom, Google Meet. I don't have the other ones. I'm only Zoom, but Zoom is the most easiest, or Google Meet. And you can record yourself for 10 minutes on, it's a free thing, okay? If you want me to use my Google Meet and record you while you do the presentation and upload it onto YouTube for the EAAB, let me know. I will gladly assist you guys, okay? But exercise on Zoom and then record, play yourself back and play it, and you're going to look where you made mistakes and correct those mistakes, okay? And I'm going to be very mad at you if you don't prepare. You have to record and play back at least 3 times before you're ready to do a presentation. Okay. So if you're not going to prepare, I mean, I'm not sitting here for the fun of it. So I want you to put in homework in this, because it's a lot of work and you're going to have to be committed. Commit yourself to this. Okay. Mathematics, to investigate, monitor financial aspects. This is fun because you're going to say, I need so much for this. The marketing is going to be so much for the project. I won't discuss the financials with the seller, but that's going to be in your overall business plan. Okay. There again, the business environment. So it's overlapping. You think it's a lot of work, but it's not. Okay. Write, present, sign off a wide range of contexts. Mortgage, bond. There's the different bonds and form of debts. Remember, we did that payment installments. You can put that there. Knowledge and understanding of basic investment techniques. We'll get there. Understanding of the bond registration process. We basically gone through that, because that is in the graph, or that A4 landscape that Yolanda provided us all with, how to register a house. They explained the bond registration process there as well. You can actually print that out and put it in your file, because it's going to make life easier for you. Develop administrative procedures in a selected organization. Evaluate marketing strategies for new ventures. You're going to do that already now. Employ a systematic approach to achieve your objectives. That is that personal development. Okay. Generate information and reports for internal and external use. Identify and apply property, asset, and investment management principles. We're going to get there. Identify and coordinate facilities management opportunities. Administration of records. That's so important. They always ask questions about that. Motivate and build a team. Research viability of a new venture, ideas and opportunities. Let's say a seller comes to you and he wants to market the property. We're going to keep it real estate focused, and you're going to tell him, what is this an opportunity at all, or are you overpriced? Now this area. Okay, the glossary. It's an alphabetical list of words relating to a specific subject, text, or dialect with explanations. To me, in short, it's definitions. You're going to print this out and you will see it's alphabetic. But if they ask something and you don't know, you will find the word here. This must be, you're going to highlight it. Let's say capital budgeting, and you're going to remember I told you guys buy highlighters. Okay, so highlight it, and then the core meaning of the capital budgeting. In that exam, you're not going to have the time to read what a cash flow forecasting is. You're going to highlight your cash flow forecasting, and you're going to highlight 3 words. What is the core of cash flow forecasting? Okay. Let's say we use cash flow forecasting. I will say future financial liquidity, okay, over a specific time frame. Woof, that is it. We don't need to say of a company or enterprise or particular assets. It's just future financial liquidity over a specific time frame. It refers to, total bank balances, okay? Total bank balances, you can highlight. It's often the subject of the forecast of a treasury position, not important, okay? Which is cash plus short-term investment minus short-term debt. That you can highlight, okay? Cash flow refers to the change of cash in a treasury position from one period to the next. You can highlight that as well, okay? Because I've got a lot of true and false questions, and they might say, cash, yes or no? Cash flow refers to the change in cash or treasury position from one period to the next. And you're going to sit there, then you're going to remember, oh, but I've got this definitions. You're going to come there and you're going to quickly search for cash flow forecasting, and this is going to happen so fast. That's why you're going to put those stickers on those circles where your punch holes is, and you're going to have the information there at your fingertips. So this is so important, your definitions, okay? Highlight it, go through it, print it, and put it in your NQF4 file, okay? Is there any questions so far? Because I want to quickly move on to my presentation that I made on the NQF4 file.
No questions.
Okay. Anybody else? So this is your introduction. You're going to, there's that hier gaat voorkoop. Remember I told you we've got like the, what, Romeinse Hollandse reg. Hier gaat voorkoop. So if someone, they always ask something about that as well. Okay. Yeah. So there we go. So I'm going to email the highlights to you, and then this is also homework for you that you must have ready by January, your definitions. Work through that. Okay. So you're going to have your PoE Project 1, Project 2, Project 3, and you're going to have your NQF4 file, the introduction, which is this PDF document that you're going to print. You're going to highlight it, work through it, and okay, remember now, it's not the EAAB anymore. You're going to just replace it with PRRA, or what, a property regulator, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to close this file. I want to start quickly with my NQF presentation. Level 4 that I quickly conducted for you. Okay, the introduction. The PDE4, the outcome-based and skills, I did go through this with you in the PDF file. It's in the introduction of the file, okay? Very important is the real estate code of conduct. They went over that like 3 or 4 times, so you will know real estate code of conduct, super important, okay? Demonstrate knowledge of the real estate environment and legislation, all the legislation, okay? Very important. You have to know the legislation, tag it, know where it is, and know what that summarize the legislation in a paragraph. Then you know what it's all about. Perform real estate activities. Okay. As I said, there's 24 chapters. This is now for the preparation for the PDE4 exam. Sorry, I said NQF4. It's the PDE4 exam. Sorry. We're going to try to do 2 chapters per month because it overlaps with the PoE and the logbook. So it's going to be a lot of work, and you're going to have to commit, even if you work after hours or at night, but you're going to have to get this. NQF4, it's further education and training certificate. There you're going to go through an accredited training provider. I was exempted from my NQF4, but Yolanda, she was still that time at Uber, gave me a sponsorship because I gave her so many bonds to do for me. So she paid for my NQF4. Uber paid for me to do my NQF4. When I did my NQF5, I think the cost now was like 7,000 Rand, you know, for the course, the training material, and the whole, and you can do it like in a month. You can spread it out to 2 months, but you're going to have to do your NQF4 by an accredited training provider. That's why it's super important to use your conveyances, use your bond originators, because they pay for stuff like this, that you don't have to fork the money out to do that, okay? companies, the realtors, let me put it, the real estate agencies don't pay for the NQF4s. The agents normally have to pay their own way. So if you perform in this 12-month period, okay, and you send a lot of bonds, maybe through to Yolanda, I can communicate to her and say, can you provide funding? Can your company provide funding for the agent to do his or her NQF4? Okay, and she's done that before. Okay, you're going to do an assessment, and then they're going to accredit you. But that you only do the NQF4 after you've done your, well, you can do it before, but I will do the PDE4 exam, and then the NQF4 will be so much easier. Oh, sorry, I'm still here. Okay, there it's again the unit standards for the PDE4, your fundamental, your core, and your elective ones. Okay, and it must all go to 150 credits. Now, if we look at the overview, the legislation, here's all your acts, okay? Anti-money laundering, PoE Act, phase, the Constitution, okay? Because it's also related to real estate, okay? The Estate Agency Affairs Act, the Alienation of the Land Act, Sectional Title Act, Share Block Control Act, the Housing Development Scheme Act for Retired Persons, the Rental Housing Act, Credit Act. I think there's an updated one. That's 2005. The Consumer Protection Act of 2008. The sale of residential property, Unit 1, Health, Safety, Security, and General Law. We did discuss that. And there we go again, definitions. Tag and familiarize yourself with the definitions. It's so important. If you do that, you already have 20% of your 150 marks that you need, okay? Now, I quickly want to go over chapter 1, okay, of your NQF4 file, okay? And you can look, you're going to print your introduction there, and you're going to tag your definitions. Okay. If we look at chapter 1, it's actually very interesting. If you read chapter 1, I will email you the PDF document of chapter 1. It basically entails self-discipline, time management, teamwork, and group dynamics. Okay. Now, first of all, successful agents have a positive attitude. Okay. You need to provide background information of yourself. I just want to have the chapter in front of me that I know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. You provide background information of yourself. You say, I'm such and such and such a person. I'm friendly. I'm logical. I'm blah, blah, blah. You analyze needs. Okay. You know what? Sorry. A successful agent have a positive attitude. Background information of a property. You always provide background information of a property to your buyers or your sellers. You provide them background information of the area. Listen, they're going to do this and this and this in the area. You have to know what the future development plans is of the area that you operate in. Okay. Analyze the needs of your customers and see their point of view. Ask relevant questions to the buyer and the seller. Don't ask them silly questions. Listen attentively, listen to what they're saying, because then I once took a buyer out, and he said to me, Annelie, you know what? You're the first agent who actually show me what I asked for. You did not like just jump in the car and show me everything you have like the other agents. You showed me what I asked for. Listen attentively. Concentrate on non-verbal communication. This is so important. I mean, if your seller is going to sit there and he's going to put his hands on the table, you're going to see he's in a hurry, or if he's looking at his watch or whatever. Look at the non-verbal communication. It's all there in chapter 1. Emphasis interests before differences. Okay, so of a property, you're going to emphasis first. You're going to say, this is the interest of the property, this is the beneficial points, but you can differ with me. This is the differences, resolve differences before you continue with anything. Marushka, like differences your buyer and your seller had. What we did with your sales agreement, we are trying to resolve the differences between the purchaser and the seller before continuing. Okay. You always are calm, logical, rational, and not emotional in front of your clients. You can be emotional at home. You can scream, yell, whatever. But in front of your clients, you always calm, logical, rational, and not emotional. Okay? This is now all in chapter 1. So read through that. It's very interesting. Effective communication. In South Africa, we have different social, cultural contexts. Not everything some people of the population say, I've got a 3-room house. We will think, it's a 3-bedroom house, but it's not. It's a 3-room house. They only have 3 rooms in the house. And then it will consist maybe of the lounge, the kitchen, and 1 bedroom. So they will call that a 3-room house. So you have to, there's different cultures and different contexts. So you have to be open and try to understand what they say. If you don't understand, ask them, I don't understand. Please explain that we're on the same page. There's nothing wrong with asking your buyers questions or your seller. If you don't know anything, ask them. It's better than to sit there and look like you know everything and you look like an idiot anyway. Ask questions. If you don't know, ask questions. Always see the individual, okay? I'm such an individualist, okay? No prejudice, even with the tenants. You might think, you know what? Oh, he's a tenant. He's a low budget. He can't afford to buy a property. He's only a tenant. I was a tenant before I bought my house. Treat everybody with respect. See the individual. If they're a tenant, if they whatever. I always treated everybody with respect. Doesn't matter where they come from. One of my clients, when I was working in RealNet, it was RealNet in Clearwater Estate, Dumisani. I will always remember him. He was such a good client of mine. I got so many referrals through him. We actually borrowed each other musical CDs to listen. He told me, Annelie, you know what? My mother cleaned houses and my dad was a gardener, and he was such an awesome person, and we could exchange our different cultural context and meaning, and just because we made that bonding, you don't want to know how Dumisani referred all his friends to me, okay, because I saw him as an individual. Okay, I don't say smooth up to your clients, but just see the individual. Okay, even if it's a tenant, see the individual. They're working hard for their money. The times are tough now. Treat everybody with respect. Okay, and never talk politics or religion. Never, never, never. Okay. Communication, there's different communication techniques. And I marked it here for you, chapter 1 of the PDE file, page 27. There they discuss your tempo that you talk, if you talk too fast, your voice, pause and emphasis on certain aspects. your volume and your tone. If you work with buyers, can you see how I'm talking? I'm talking slowly. Don't want to sound like a retard though, but you talk slow and you look at your tone. You want them relaxed. They must feel comfortable with you. You want to gain their trust. You're not going to do that if you talk fast and you're going to be all over the show and your tone pitch is so high. Okay. Look at your non-verbal communication. Look at your body gesture, your hand movements. Now, they say exercise in front of a mirror, which is a good thing. Do that. But you're going to see now with this presentation that you're going to do, okay? You're going to see how your body posture is and your gestures and how you talk. So that's going to be an exercise for you as well. Okay. Visual aids that you need. You all must have business cards that you can give to your clients. Print out the property brochure. Né? When you take out clients, when you assist buyers viewing a property, print out the brochure with transfer fees. You can take your laptop with and show them the website. I've got other properties that might interest you, or you can email them the website. Okay, you want people on the website to see what else you have. Then hand out marketing material. Normally the conveyancers, if you are actively involved and you send a lot of transactions to the conveyancer, they provide you with marketing material, okay, like transfer costs, keys. Rochelle from De Villiers and Pfeiffer, before Valentine's Day and Easter and whatever, she always provided me with marketing material, and which I handed out to my clients. Then Rochelle had her business card and I just attached my business card. I didn't pay a cent for that. Okay. So your marketing material is extremely important. So and you get it for free. If you if you try to stick with a certain panel attorneys, etc., etc. Persuasion, okay? Maintain interaction with your buyers and your sellers.
Hallo?
Okay, ek kan julle hoor? Okay? Okay.
Verloor.
Okay, that's fine. I'm nearly done and I'm recording this so you can watch it afterwards as well. Okay. It's 1 minute to 11 my time. I'll be 1 more minute. Persuasion, maintain interaction, disclose all information to all parties involved. Very important. Distinguish between facts and opinions. Is this a fact or is it your opinion? Okay. Page 51 of chapter 1 of your PDE4 file. Discuss persuasiveness and your characteristics of speech. Okay. So there we go. Your to-do list. Okay. Now, this is important. I want you to do this. You will also have this ready for January. You can email this to me before the time. Mirror exercise, introducing yourself to a purchaser. You're going to do this anyway in your presentation because you're going to introduce yourself to a seller or a purchaser. Okay, so I will pick that up there. That will be in your presentation. I want you to email me your daily and weekly activity planner. Okay. I want to email me. You must email me your goals. How many listings? What is your goals? How many listings? How many sales? Okay. How many rentals? How many this? How many that? Okay. Read chapter 1, page 3 to 58, and participate in the activities with friends, family, or team members. That is your to-do list, okay? So I'm not going to, next week, we're going to carry on. So I want you to do your homework. If I went too fast, we're going to go over this stuff again because you're going to email me questions. You're going to look at your to-do list. You've got quite a few to do. I think next week I will just discuss your to-do list again, that you know before the end of November what you need to do. Okay, is everybody still on? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any questions? I'm going to close my screen and I'm going to put my camera on. That if you have questions that, okay, I'm here in front of my computer and I'm going to stop presenting. Okay, you should see me now. Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, 100%. Okay. Was there any questions? Did I go too fast? Lot of information overload. Okay, so don't stress. Next week, I'm not going to give you new materials, no new stuff. What I'm basically going to do is I'm going to review what we did today. Okay, and I'm going to maybe go more in depth. I'm going to email you all the documentation that I discussed now. The PoE file there, the marketing, the templates, use that. Please don't copy paste me, okay? But use that information, okay? And make your own, put your own mark on it. And then I'm going to email you the NQF or the PDE introduction that I highlighted. And I'm going to email you my slideshow. And I'm going to email you my chapter 1 that you have to exercise with family and friends. And then we're going to, so you've got a lot of homework. I did repeatedly tell you where to start. Start with the PoE Project 2 and Project 3. Then you go back to Project 1. Okay, and on the PDE, it's fun. It doesn't feel like homework. The exercises you must do there. Okay, so no questions. Okay, perfect. Okay, so it's like 3 minutes. So we were an hour. Enjoy your day further. Have a nice lunch or something. You're at the Spur. I can see you at the Spur. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. If there's any questions, email me, WhatsApp me on the training, and I will assist gladly. Okay. 100%. Okay, you guys must keep well. Okay, I'll load this on YouTube and pass it on. Okay. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.